everybody. It's great to be here one more time today. My name is Gary Fowler. I'm the CEO, president, founder of GSD, Getchin Venture Studios, for premier AI quantum venture studio located in the heart of Silicon Valley. I'm a 17-time serial entrepreneur with several unicorn developed. I was on the original management team at Software, which was sold to Salesforce for $1.35 billion, and also Eva at AI, an AI HR tech company that I co-founded with Dr. David Yang. We believe that intellectual capacity is evenly spread around the world, but opportunities are not. And with that, I have my incredible guest there, Dariusz Lewandowski. He's the founder, CEO of ARIA Fund. He's in Warsaw, Poland. He took courses at the School of Business Education, graduated from the University of Warsaw with his master's in banking and finance. Went to ACCCA for financial management, and also University of Oxford to the Said Business School to study private equity. With that, I'd like to bring Dariusz on board. Hi, Dariusz. How are you today?
Hi, Gary. I'm fine. Thank you very much.
Yeah, so where are you today?
I'm in Warsaw, Poland, in the middle of this sunny day.
Yeah, that's good. And how's the weather been in Poland?
Wow, it's amazing. The the climate change is happening everywhere around the world. And today we are like 30 plus degrees. And the last couple of weeks are like plus 30, where usually like 20 years ago, this was like 25. It was like at least 5 centigrades difference.
Well, that's fantastic. Well, I think that's a good thing, right? You can go to Gdansk, you can go swim in the Baltic. So tell me a little bit about it. So, your journey that you've had, Dariusz, how did you go from the University of Warsaw? How did you get into investing? How did you get into tech? What was that journey like? And, you went out through, you were the CFO of Red Bull. How in the world did you go from PwC and Deloitte to Red Bull?
How did PwC?
I'm curious, because you were a financial analyst, then you went to Deloitte as a consultant, right? You go to PwC as a senior manager, I suspect. Then you were at TATA, then Red Bull. But what's the journey like? Do you like being a CFO? Was it interesting? And, TATA seems to me like a very stable company, but here you got this energetic Red Bull that's everywhere, right?
Okay. Some 34 years ago, I got this autobiography book by Lee Iacocca, the Chrysler turnaround.
Absolutely.
Yeah. I read this book. I was like 15 years old. And I have realized that just one man can really impact a whole industry. This was an amazing story. I read this book and I was like, I want to do something with my life that will always be challenging. It will always be interesting. And I do really want to change the world at least a little bit. So when the headhunter called me and he said, there is this company selling sugared water. I was like, what? What is Red Bull about? Because for me, this was not really a company. This was a brand. I didn't see any production line. I didn't see any technology, people, finance, nothing. I just saw the pure market. And this was one of the most interesting stories, because I have realized how is it possible to make from sugared water a couple of billion dollars company. It's amazing.
Yeah, they've done it, and they've done a hell of a great job with brand name recognition for sure. You went from TATA. This has been kind of calm compared to going to Red Bull, right? I mean, it was different kind of mentality. TATA's probably been in business 150 years. It's all old.
Well, this was completely different culture. Absolutely different story. In theory, you are responsible for finance. but in practice, you manage completely different business. This is still FMCG. This is still about consumer, but the whole story, whole concept is so different that you need to adjust what you've learned, and you need to understand the major difference between impulse product, which Red Bull is, and this known for 130 years like black old tea.
No, it's incredible. So you for that, and you became an investor in Cervicate. What made you decide to become an investor?
What makes me an investor?
Why did you decide to go to Cervicate and invest in the company? Did you all of us wake up and say, oh, I want to be an investor, I want to get in Cervicate?
Oh, Cervicate. Well, first of all, I have always wanted to be an investor. Like I was 15 years old, and this was my then unconscious decision. I want to connect the dots. This is what investment is about. So when I met the founders, when I met Karol, the founder of Cervicate, I was first very impressed about him as a personality, as a founder. Second, I invested like 5 years ago, I think, maybe 6 already. The market was growing. They were at the very early stage of this whole market. And of course, they had very good, positive marginal costs of acquisition, very, very small cost of acquisitions, very high lifetime value of the clients. And they had the technology that did already work. They had first clients, because basically at ARIA, the company, the investment company that I have founded, we are investing in the early stage technologies, early stage growth stage. So when the product is ready, when there are first clients, paid clients, they pay. It's maybe not very, but it's much easier to understand the risks that are ahead and to make some justification to value the risks. And this was the decision.
And how do you like it? How does it feel to be an investor? What kind of things are you interested in? When you have those calls with them, what's interesting for you?
The first and the most important thing, and everybody knows this, are the founders. The great founders can make virtually any business, any kind of business. And I need to get this feeling that those people are simply good enough. And there's nothing more. If they are good enough, they will run basically any business.
So your thing is they can run any business. It doesn't matter what it is, as long as they're a great team. You're right. And most people don't realize that, right? The other thing is they don't realize is storytelling is really important. They don't understand that the access to capital is important. So 90% of a company, if you look at it in Silicon Valley, is about the story that can be, and does it make sense? The marketing. Sometimes we forget sometimes how important market sales and business development are to the startup. There's so many wonderful ideas out. The key is how do you connect dots, and how do you get those companies to become a dollar company? It's amazing. So you went down through Cervicate. You did that. You've space. You're an investor in that. How do you find the companies? How does it go, Dariusz? Where do you go to find those companies?
Well, it's very interesting because I think all of the investments that we did were through a connection. So I somehow was introduced to those founders. All of the investments. It's very interesting because I was always thinking that you can send a pitch deck, and then somebody reads this pitch deck, and then this is okay. But this is my experience that all the investments were somehow introduced by somebody else, by third party, by friend's friend.
So relations are really important when you do investments, and you've gone through and you've had a lot, right? So you were in for Development Academy, Inaru. Which one has been successful of all companies? Mango Pay, Code Cool, Dome 3E. Which one has been successful?
All of them.
They've all been successful. Unicorns?
Well, Mango Pay will be a unicorn for sure. Actually, the latest investment by Advent International, they invested after us $75 million.
Wow.
Which is quite something. And for sure, they will be a unicorn. So this is a huge success.
And what kind of checks do you write, Dariusz? What kind of checks are the sweet spot for you?
Once again,
how big are the checks? What kind of check sizes? How much money do you invest in the companies?
I'm very happy to issue a check between like 1 to 5 million euro. And as I said, I'm looking for first clients, proven technology.
Yeah.
If the technology is proven, the first clients are real clients. I mean, the real client is a true third-party, independent, probably depending on the scale. This is some well-established corporation. It's B2B, or at least some a certain amount of B2C clients. We need to make sure that the ultimate customer is ready to pay for a quality and technology-driven product.
Yeah. And then, so you invest, how much deploy, how big is your fund right now?
We have spent already close to 25 million euro.
And so how big, how long are you going to have this? How big is the total fund?
Well, we are evergreen, so wherever we find a good investment, like this dwarf, we go back to our LPs, and this is how it works.
And then, are you focused on any particular area? Is it just Poland or Europe, or does it matter?
No, I mean, Europe is the best for us because basically European Union, because of the legal issues, we need to feel comfortable when it comes to those legal issues. And the United States is number 2. We have investments. One of our latest is we have investments today in Germany, in Luxembourg, in Hungary, in Poland, of course, and all of our companies are operating worldwide.
Got it. That's great. And what do you like? What kind of things are really interesting? If you could say on a scale of 1 to 10, what topic, like right now, you're saying that's the kind of company I want to invest in?
Well, I will be very happy to say what I don't like. So no investments in cryptocurrencies, no currency, no crypto, no Forex. Basically, we are looking for a technology-driven businesses or those technology-enabled that are working on not too much competitive markets. There are niche markets. If the business is tech-enabled, we want to make sure that there is not too big competition, because if it's just about pure marketing, usually the return on the investments will not be great.
Do you look for PR, important, or like patents and those kind of things?
I didn't hear you, Gary.
Do you look for patents? Do you look for patents? Do you look for IPR? Because sometimes I hear about incredible ideas, but they haven't done the research in terms of patents. They have no patents. But it's a great idea. And my thing is, this could infringe on somebody else's environment and could create problems.
Well, we like businesses with patents. I like it. Actually, we have also developed, we have this venture building this company, System 3E. This is patented worldwide in the States, in China. We have Inuru. There are also some German patents. This is printed light, basically OLED light. So I like those hard-tented IP rights. I like it. I like it because it's true USP.
Mm-hmm.
It's true unique selling proposition, and yeah, this is great. This is really great to have those companies that are truly unique. Of course, it's not the decider. It's not the critical the investment decision point. The critical investment.
What's not critical, Darius? The paths and things, they're critical, or they are critical.
Once again, Gary.
What's not critical? You said something's not critical.
Critical.
Yeah, what's not critical? You said something. Are paths critical? Do you need to have them or not?
Well, the not critical are the financials.
I see. And what do you look for in the financials?
I don't care about the company, whether it's earning money, losing money. We are looking at the inherent growth. So I don't expect businesses to be, let's say, to earn money, let's say, pretty soon. I'm looking for those businesses that can create a value. And value is what I'm looking for.
Got it. Create value. Okay, so you go down through, and if you go down through, you got Mango Bay, Code Cool, so Biotech Instruments. How much artificial intelligence is in those companies? Each one of those companies you have. How much AI?
We run a regular due diligence.
Yeah.
So there are 4. So legal, financial, and those 2, to be perfectly honest, they are not important in our decision, because my expectations is that once we make an investment, whatever is at red will become green, and the lawyers will settle issues. This is no-brainer. But what is critical is to run a business market due diligence and technology. Yes. So we hire experts, or we talk to subject matter experts, and we want to know their opinion. We always call the clients. So if you got the clients, we will call your clients. I will try to hear why do they pay for your solution. What makes them
due diligence? But do you look for companies that have artificial intelligence? Are you looking for AI companies? Do you look for AI or not? Doesn't matter.
Well, they are like any other investments. So of course, would be happy to look at artificial intelligence driven businesses for sure. But this is like with crypto or Bitcoin like technologies.
Yeah.
But the business is, let's say, Bitcoin or crypto or AI driven business does not impress me at all. I need to understand how in your particular business do you use this technology, what drives your client to pay for your service.
Got it. Fantastic. So what's the future hold? I mean, Poland, I was recently at Gdansk. I was unbelievable. So many incredible startups, kind of like it's like having a Ferrari in the garage there. You got to get the Ferrari in the garage, and people were very much there too. I'll tell you, they're not tell you BS. They're telling directly. In fact, they're put down. So there were some incredible companies when I went to get on that conference. What's your the companies in East Europe and Central Europe? What would you say if you could say 3 things to them about how to be able to build a successful company? What would you say to them?
So the reason behind the success.
Yeah. What would you say are 3 things that those companies need to have, and you want to make sure we look at them that they have 3 things? What?
I want to see the fire in the eyes of the founders.
Mm-hmm.
This is first thing.
Mm-hmm.
Second, I want to see a solution that is already exceptional or has the potential to be truly exceptional, not average. Something absolutely incredible.
Yeah.
And the third is the ability to comprehend the realities, the business realities. This is probably the most difficult to guess, to understand, because you make an investment that usually lasts longer than an average marriage. There will be this road is ups and downs and ups and downs and downs and downs and downs and ups, and you need to be flexible. You need to be smart. You don't need. I don't like when people are greedy. I believe that the biggest success is not about money itself. I want to see people that are thinking very long term.
So you're looking for long-term thinkers. You're looking for fires in their eyes, people that understand the business realities.
Absolutely.
Those are really important. And listen, we're coming up to the top of the show. So closing thoughts, and how do people get a hold of you, Dariusz, so you can talk to them about their companies and some of the things that they're working on? What's the best way for them to reach you? So closing thoughts, and then how can people contact you?
Well, I have said at the beginning that probably all those companies, except one, yes, turned to me by friends and some colleagues.
Yeah.
But I open all the emails that come to me. I read all the decks that come to me. I consult like 1 in 4 maybe with colleagues inside the business. I will tell you that after 12 years of experience in this business, it takes me minutes to understand whether the whole story that is presented is well thought. It's serious. It's especially
a good story. That's number one. What's number two?
What?
What's number two? There's 3 things, right? So, what in closing? What would you say to them?
Don't hesitate to chase people like me.
Now the chase. So you like people aggressive to come after you. What's the best way to do it? LinkedIn, Facebook. What's the best way to chase you?
The best is LinkedIn.
Okay, so LinkedIn, everybody. Get the Dariusz. Go to LinkedIn. What else? Anything else? So for friends, LinkedIn. What else?
I think I have never ever received this, but if somebody put his story or her story in 1 minute video, this would be also very good.
There you go. 1 minute video. You want to catch his heart? Go to the 1 minute video. Dariusz, I want to tell you, thank you so much for taking time out of your busy schedule today to join on GSD Presents Silicon Valley AI and Tech. And my name is Gary Fowler, and I'm host.
Thank you,
all of you there in the audience. Be happy, stay safe, stay healthy. Dariusz, thank you so much. I really appreciate your time. We'll see you again next week, next Tuesday on another exciting edition of GSD. See you later. Take care, everybody. Appreciate it. Bye-bye.